Christmas is bonkers. We've done everything we can to get to a point of having a couple of weeks off, and now we're going to hit the ground running for January. We've got all of these goals in front of us. We've decided this is what we're going to focus on. This is what we're working on. But where do we go from here? By February, a lot of the time, these plans are just old news. We're back to firefighting again. And then by March, we forgot we even did a plan. So here's the thing. Your plan isn't broken. Your plan was always awesome. You spent loads of time making this right. Problem is, the business beneath the plan might not necessarily be awesome. So you're back at work. It's January. You've taken loads of time off. Ready, you've refreshed. You even stopped and got yourself some Krispy Kremes on the way in. You go back to your office. You're going through your emails. Okay, we're gonna churn through those emails. And then you got a vendor call. Okay, well, we need to reassess our partnership. We've been through the vendor call, and then we've got more meetings that have to happen because all these things we put off in December, we didn't have time. We needed to make time for our break. And now we've got everything compounding and we're buckling under it for January. And then February comes and we've forgotten that we even did a plan because we haven't done any iterations on the Friday catch-ups that we're supposed to be doing every week. And now March has come and yeah, we're just back to normal. We're doing the same thing that we were doing. We're then working on alerts and backups. We need to get back to a point of remembering what this plan was and how do we bake it in as part of what it is that we're trying to do, but how do we make it viable? As a human race, we're excellent at overestimating where we're going to be in the short term and underestimating where we're going to be in the long term. Not only is January tough, we've also got in front of us a plan. But are we behind them? Have we communicated them? Have we created accountability behind these plans? Do we very, very clearly know what good looks like at the end of this plan? Have we got the team support behind it? Have we got traction behind this goal? Because this goal is the foundation for 2026. We need to make sure, and I would advise right now, that we revisit it and make sure that this is something that is viable before you lose your team. Here's the good news. The good news is you don't have to do a whole raft of things. There's 3 things. That's it. Those 3 things are: define what you actually want. Dig deep. Ask yourself, what is success for you? What do you want to achieve? Where do you want to be in 3 months, in 1 month, in 3 months, in 12 months, in 10 years? Doesn't really matter. Where do you want to be? Articulate it and make it yours. The second one is audit where the business still depends on you. I do this with clients all the time. When they go on holiday, I say to them, when you get back, make sure that you've blocked out half a day at least, maybe a full day. And we spend time together and we go through their email. We go through their emails. What is specifically being asked of you? What's got your name on it? And start auditing that list, because this is a bottleneck. This is a problem. This is a single point of failure for the business. And this becomes part of an action plan for you to get yourself out of being required for every decision in the business. And the third one is have an honest conversation, but you're going to have this honest conversation with yourself. Are you still the tech? Are you still relied on to do these tickets? Are you actually needed to do these? Or are you putting yourself in a position of doing these tickets? And just ask yourself. And you could use something called like the Eisenhower matrix here, which is urgent, important, delegate, and just don't do. Are you putting yourself in these tasks and these tickets in the urgent box because it's self-aggrandizing and it makes you feel better about yourself? Or are your techies yearning for you to pass these tickets to them? Can you just delegate these over? You don't need to be doing these things. If you want to do them, that's great, but don't martyr yourself because you're putting yourself in a position of doing these tickets when you don't need to. Sometimes we do, but a lot of the times we don't. Maybe what we've been talking about today resonates with you. Hopefully you found this useful. Apply the tips if you have. If you want to reach out to me directly on DM on LinkedIn. If you want more like this, then subscribe to our newsletter.